Hey guys, it's me, Pinky C. Been a bit of a frustrating day. I had a whole nother video lined up for you guys, and unfortunately the audio got corrupted, so there was no video to put up. So I'm going to try this again, and hopefully it'll be as good as the last one. It is the next installment of my Paranormal Experiences Part 2, if you will. And the first story I wanted to share was one from Mike, as you met him before, my boyfriend. He wanted to share the story of his grandmother, Constance. Apparently, when she was in the hospital for an angioplasty surgery, unfortunately, her heart stopped for about 9 minutes, which is an insane amount of time. But what's even more amazing is that when she came to later on, she had what's called an OBE, an out-of-body experience. So for that 9 minutes, she was able to tell the doctors where they were in the room, what they were doing, and what they were saying during the entire time, which is amazing. I can't believe that. I mean, to think of what we call supernatural, for that to be part of our life, why do we consider that supernatural? That's obviously a very natural thing. You hear about out-of-body experiences, especially during near-death experiences and during surgery and things like that all the time. So I just thought that was a very cool story and something I wanted to share with you guys, something Mike wanted me to share with you guys. So I hope that was very interesting for you guys. And we're going to roll right on into the next one. And the next story I wanted to share is one I've shared a lot with my friends, so I thought, well, I should share it with you guys. Obviously, you're my friends now too, and my family. So I call it the doll with no battery story, which kind of tells you where it's going. But my dad dated a woman for a very long time, and she has 2 kids, Zach and Carrie, who you'll hear me mention as my brother and sister. Obviously, step brother and sister, but there's no such thing with me. No blood relation, whatever. They're my family, they're my brother and my sister. So, obviously not the same mom or dad, but we all grew up together. But Carrie had this doll, and my dad lived in an apartment where you could see into Carrie's room from the living room. And she had one of those feed me dolls, the feed me, I'm hungry, that would actually pretend to chew on food. And it starts going off. And we're like, okay, the batteries are dying in this thing. So I go over, I take the batteries out of it, and you know what's coming next, of course. The stupid thing keeps going. No batteries, no power source, no reason for it to continue going, but it's going. I think we ended up getting my sister a doll later, because if I'm not mistaken, we destroyed that doll. So can anyone explain to me what ghosts' attraction to dolls is? I don't like dolls very much for that exact reason, except for my my spooky, scary Ozzy Osbourne doll over there. I don't know if you can see him or not, but I like the spooky, scary ones, but keep the realistic baby dolls away from me. Anyway, so around here in the town that I live in, we have sort of a local legend. And the local legend is that when the town was being built, the Native American tribe around here came to the founders and said, don't build here, we're going to curse the land if you do. And of course, the founders, as they never did not listen. And so supposedly there is a curse on this town. People call it the gates of hell around here. That is no joke. Many people call it that. I learned this from the local historical society themselves when I was in school. And supposedly the curse is not only that spirits will remain restless here, but anybody who lives here longer than 5 years is doomed to come back. Meaning you can move away and you can live out your life, but before you pass away, you will end up back here. Period. You will end up back here. So it seems to be true. Most everybody I know, it ends up coming back at some point, even if they've moved away and think that they've become completely successful outside of our town. They end up coming back. But there are also a lot of shadow people, and I don't know if you know what shadow people are, But it's a situation where at night you'll be driving and you think you see someone walking down the street. So you slow down so you don't hit them, only to find there was nobody ever walking there. Or if you walk at night, which I used to do all the time, you could hear people talking and walking along behind you. But around here, you can see very well at night, especially on a full moon. We don't have city lights to dampen our view of the sky in any way. So on a full moon especially, it's bright as daylight outside. So you can turn around and see there's nobody there, but you can hear them still. So we have these kinds of things happen all the time around here. And in fact, a cousin of mine, when we were younger, were playing on our street. And we saw a little boy, sort of a wavery white figure of a little boy in a Halloween devil outfit, go running down the street. So we went running to our parents and we're like, can we go get the little boy and ask him to come play with us? And they look up and we can still see him, and they're like, there's no little boy there, stop playing games. There's an old couple that lives at the end of the road, there's nobody there. And that amazed us, because both me and my cousin are sitting there staring at this boy going, he's right there, what are you talking about? As we grew up, my cousin kind of stopped repeating the story because her parents, I guess, convinced her that we didn't see it, but we saw it. And so that kind of amazed me. And there was one more story I wanted to share with you guys. You guys tell me your opinion on this one. I've told you before, I've had hallucinations my whole life due to my mental state. But my auditory hallucinations have always been kind of different. Usually my auditory hallucinations kind of sound like there's a TV in the house somewhere left on, or someone's talking outside the house when there's nobody around. It's never been full-bodied voices. But when I was about 12 or 13 years old, I was at home alone. I just got home from school. My grandparents were at work. And I went to the restroom. And I heard what sounded like my next-door neighbor, which was a little girl I often would watch, come into the house and start calling my name. So I heard, Anna. And I was like, oh no, okay, hang on, I'm in the bathroom, I'm getting done. And I heard it closer. Anna, hang on, I'm trying to get done here. So I start cleaning up really quick, and I hear it right outside the bathroom door. Anna! I was like, can you hold on, let me get out of the bathroom? So I jump up, pull my pants up, pull open the door, and there's nobody there. Well, living in the backwoods where we do, to get off of our property, you either have to walk up this really long winding driveway or through the woods. Both of which, if you look up the driveway, you can see to the end of it, or if you look through the woods, you can see all the way through the woods. So I go running to the front door thinking she went outside, thinking I wasn't in the house. So I was going to catch her. Look up the driveway, look through the woods, nobody. But I'd heard her right outside the bathroom door. So I don't think that was an auditory hallucination. Because, like I said, my auditory hallucinations have never been that full-bodied. They've never answered me like that. I mean, it was just too loud and too present to be in auditory hallucinations. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think I had an auditory hallucination, or do you think that I'm right and that what I had was a paranormal experience? I don't know. Please, you guys, this was going to be a longer, better video, but unfortunately my night is kind of winding down, and I still have a billion other things I have to do, and the video I had before, like I said, became corrupted and I couldn't use it. So hopefully this is a decent substitute until tomorrow. I'll put up some better videos tomorrow. I promise you guys. Please comment. Leave me a big like, share my video with as many people as you can, subscribe with notifications on so you know when my next video comes out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!